Outdoors Indoor Show. Hey, what's up, guys? Good evening and welcome to the Big Sexy Outdoors Indoors podcast. As you guys have been noticing the last few weeks, we have a different layout. We have a lot of fun with the different layout. It involves a whole team. And I hope you guys are enjoying the layout as much as we are, because we love that our team is involved. So thank you, everyone who's joining. And I mean, we just are excited to have you. We're excited to get moving forward with the show. So we're going to start the show off right away with our buddy. And here it comes. Here comes the video. I love this video. We can't play without the video. Our buddy Mike. Here it is.
Boom.
And here it is. Woods and Water with Mike.
Thanks, guys.
I was actually going to make you wait and keep doing that intro like 16 more minutes. Just to be...
All right, Mike, the show's yours. We'll be back in 5.
Yeah, bud.
Thanks, guys. Tonight, I'm just going to go over a little bit like our fishing season. It's just been crappy. And with all the rains we just had, it's going to be some really good trout fishing. So I'm going to be out tomorrow. I'm going to be getting some footage for everything. And people that don't do like the dry dropper fishing and stuff, that's I mean the fly fishing period. But it's a good technique to use. Skip and I were up Penn's. We did a little bit of fishing last weekend, I think it was, and water was up and it was dirty, but we caught a couple of fish. We had fun just getting out, but that's something I just started doing this year was the dry dropper, and it's a good technique to do. I mainly do a lot of nymphing, but it's fun. Get out now. The waters are up. They're coming down. They're cooling off. It's a good time to be out. We had several inches of rain here and stuff. The waters around me here are pretty much down and cleared off, but like up north, I know they got pounded. And
so Mike, I'm going to jump on with you. Not that I want to take over, but I have a couple questions. I think that'll be good for our viewers. So number one is fishing has been crappy lately. Tell me how fishing has been crappy lately.
Oh, well, the water temperatures they're too high. The water's so low.
The heat index, I'm sure, has a ton to do with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And now you said, you said the water's going to improve fishing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
How? Tell me. I'm in depth detail. You got to tell me how the water now is going to improve fishing.
Well, the water temperature's coming down. And, naturally, you don't want to fish for trout when it's, above 67, 68 degrees. They get stressed out. And, they'll die. And I fish with barbless hooks, most of the times. But the streams around came up. There's a lot of water flowing again. The fish were, they're going to be feeding. I know here around where I'm at, the stream ran off. It's still up a little bit and it cleared up, but that stream back where I fish, my local stream here, it's a mountain stream and it stays pretty cool all year, and it's been that low and it's been in the mid 70s and stuff, and I've never in my life seen it as warm as it has been this year. There was some days we checked it was in the like 74 to 75 range, and I just, growing up as a kid and stuff, we swam in that creek and everything, and it's always been like cold. like 60s, and another thing, I never seen it as low as it's been. I mean, I'm 54 years old. I've never seen it as low as it was this year in my life. But I'm going to be getting out. We do. If anybody's interested in the fly fishing and that, we've helped a gentleman out here in the past. He reached out to the channel with to Ben and them, see about helping him out fly fishing, and we were able to go out with him for a day and show him some stuff to do and stuff. He was interested in it, so we went and helped him out for the day. I haven't got to speak with him since, but I know he had a good time that day. And I'm going to be doing some videos on some different styles, different things of fly fishing here in the next couple of weeks. I'll get up for you guys. That's going to be new for me, with some streamer fishing and some other things. And also, I belong to the Wiccanisco Creek Anglers Association. Next year, we got everything worked out with the Fish and Boat Commission and everything. We're going to have a trout rodeo here in Williamstown for the youth. And actually, Chris has it put up there now. We're selling shirts for them, order forms and that. But it's going to be a trout derby for the youth. I think the age limit might have been, don't quote me to it, but I think it's 14 and under. It might be 12. But there's nothing for the kids to do in our community here, and this is something we got started to go up, and we're gonna have like a chicken barbecue. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff. There'll be plenty to do there, but we have to purchase the fish from other clubs and stuff for the first year. Our long-term goal is to get this up and going, and we want to have a local hatchery here of our own. We want to start up, but yeah, that's gonna be something new. I'm glad to be part of it, and anything I can help with the younger guys, I'm all for it. I'm gonna try and get a video up this weekend, a better one and more in depth with everything with that scrape rope and stuff that I use. I got some more stuff this week I got, so to put out in that. But hopefully I'm gonna have some good footage here tomorrow that I can get up and get on. Next Monday I will not be on. I'll be back at work. I work every other weekend, so that Monday I'll be working. But I will have plenty of footage sent over for them to put up on the channel for us. So with that,
Well, I wanted to ask you quick. You sent a picture, and I'm sorry, I've been trying to find it for you. Where you sent me something that was just like a pile of trout just laying there.
yeah, well, that's how it is out here, and that my home stream here. Like all the holes are, the fish are just piled up. They're trying to survive. The water's just that warm that they're stressed out, and anywhere that they're getting cold water, they're gonna. It's like every spot out here that has, some depth to it. Because I've never in my life seen the creek as low as it's been this year, and with this rain we just got, it's gonna give some good fishing. So I'm hoping to get some. But there's that reservoir out there, Ben. You know where that's at. They're always in there. You can't fish in there, but I go out and feed them, and stuff. I really couldn't fish much. My foot was messed up and stuff, but I was out, feeding them and stuff every other day or whatever. But we'll hold up, and there was people fishing, that people just don't care. Fish are just trying to survive, and they're out, throwing everything in the kitchen sink at them, but they're not going to eat. They're just, you'll catch them.
I don't want to interrupt, but I want to add to you that Ken has actually messaged me. And he was out this weekend fly fishing, and Ken caught 2 trout.
Nice.
Fly fishing. So he said it was absolutely miserable in the high water, but he said he had a great time. So awesome. You guys who are listening, and Mike said about giving fly lessons and Skip, those lessons are available. They are free of charge. We just like helping you guys. So Mike, I'm glad you brought that up. And Ken said to tell you thank you again.
Absolutely. I'm glad he's keeping up with it. A buddy of mine said he thought he'd seen him out there fishing because he was out the day we did stuff with him. But yeah.
But Mike, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you always joining us. I appreciate you always getting on.
I'm here for the ride to the end, buddy.
I know you are, and I appreciate being part of the team. Thank you very much, brother.
With that, I'm finish off the night. I'm whooped.
No problem, man. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you getting live.
Okay, thanks. Take care.
Have a good night, Mike.
You see it. Bye.
So, guys, while Mike's getting off, I want to add real quick. We do give out fly fishing lessons. Skip and Mike absolutely love it. I want to add that again. They are free of charge, and they love doing it. And these guys take good care of you. They normally throw in a little bit of Big Sexy sauce, which is fly floating. And they throw in some flies. They usually take pretty doggone good care of you. I just want to add.
I'm getting upset here. You told me you were going to take me fly fishing. All you did was had me unzipping your pants, and then there was some Big Sexy sauce. And I was, look. On that note, product of the week.
All right, guys. Today's product of the week is another product by buckscentpads.com, and this is synthetic estrus. This is, I believe this one was white acorn. Yep. This looks just like a deodorant stick. It literally has that when you open it up. It has a cap just like deodorant. And this product is going to have you hunting the wind a whole different way. So what I like to do, if it's rut season, we use this one. If it's oak trees but not a lot of acorns, I like to take this 20 yards, rub it on a tree. And Scott's got a lot of products out there that help change you hunting opposite of the wind.
So, guys, I want to add to that product of the week. Those are called scent sticks. Those are by buckscentpads.com. So last week we did their sprays, which match the environment walking in and out, and scent eliminator. But these buck scent, I call them deodorant sticks because that's exactly what they look like. But they're buck scents. Yeah, you probably could, honestly. You've seen that video. Normally I will take 20 yards. I like to make a triangle. I talk to guys who say they'll make 4 trees. I like to make a triangle. So what I do is I'll go about 20 yards. I'll go about nose height. So somewhere between my knees and my waist. And I will rub that all around. And then I will divide off. So at 3 points, I have that down 20 yards all the way around a tree. And let me tell you something and I've talked to other guys who use this product as I do. I will tell you that it does not just rub off. Like, a lot of it's like deodorant. Like, that's why I keep calling it deodorant. So, you put deodorant on, it doesn't come off in an hour. Like, this stuff will last you all day. And they go from scents. Oh my God, I have, there's persimmon punch. I believe there's corn, estrus, white acorn.
I'm going to have to get some.
I have some here for you.
Do you?
Yep. So
that was nice of them.
There's I gave some of the BSO members already some. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. So when you use buckscentpads.com stick, okay, it works. I'm telling you. Now, you got to make sure when you do that, you tell them BSO sent you.
Right.
Because when BSO sends you, you get a discount. Okay. So Scott's good enough. Not only does he take good care of Big Sexy Outdoors, but Scott also makes sure that if you add code BSO 10, and it may even be 15, but if you send BSO 10, he'll know we sent you. Or you can personally send Scott and tell Scott Big Sexy sent you. Either one.
Yeah.
Either way, Scott will know we sent you to him, and Scott will take good care of you. So that's one of the things we do here. So product of the week, when we get people on, we ask that you give a code. And Buck Scent Pads is taking super, super good care of us.
I'm just still upset. Because you told me that was nose height too. I'm really starting to believe, that maybe you were trolling me a little after those. Well,
it was a little bit of a troll, I guess.
After 45 minutes of being down there, it was, I got suspicious.
It was a little bit of troll. But I will tell you that not only does that product work, not only is Scott good to us, but I have another product from Bunk Set Pads, and I'm excited about these too. I couldn't wait to share. But I have another product out there that you guys are gonna want to hear about. My personal opinion, it tops these two products. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's a personal use almost every time I'm in the woods. Like if I leave home without this, I will drive back and get it. So I have that product coming up. That won't be next week. I'm going to give a break from Buck Scent Pads. I'm going to let you hang it on that a little bit. Next week, however, I'm going to have a product by Twisted Iron Hunting. So I'm not even bringing mine. I'm not even going to shoot you a video on it, even though I have already shot videos on it. Next week, I'm going to show you his TikTok video, which is phenomenal. And Chris has a brand spanking new bag they have sent him. And Chris is going to show his bag off. Okay? We're not even getting it out. Just know that Chris has a personal one. He's going to show it off. And that will be next week's product. So this week is awesome. I'm proud to share it. I love the product. And I have two more products I personally use that are coming up. I think are going to be a huge hit. I hope you guys are excited. And that now leads us into our segment.
Well, now normally we would have our good buddy Ren here, but he wasn't able to make it, and God bless him. We hope everything's okay. But
Speaking of God bless,
that's where I'm going. See, you're following me, son. Yeah, we did get a sermon from one Pastor Barry, and I thought we'd play that now.
Hello, it's Pastor Barry coming to you on behalf of Big Sexy Outdoors. It's been quite a while since I've been on a podcast, but I'm glad that I'm being able to be back and share with you again some of God's Word with you. You know, it is one of the most important things that we can do is to hear what God has to say, because God cares for us and God has made a way for us, and we need to know what that way is. But I want to share a scripture with you this week, and then hopefully I'll be able to continue each week. I will be able to share some thoughts with you week to week that I hope will help you as you live out your life. So I want to share a scripture today from John, the Gospel of John, and it is a very popular scripture, John 3:16, and I'm just going to read it to you now. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him, through Jesus. Whoever believes in him, in Jesus, is not condemned, but whosoever does not believe stands condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of God's one and only Son. This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but men love darkness instead of light, because their deeds were evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light, for fear that his deeds will be exposed. But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be plainly seen that what he has been done through God. May God help you understand this. And, you know, the thing of this verse, the key of this verse is that whosoever believes. That means anyone who believes that Jesus is God's Son, that he died, that he rose again, and he's coming back, has eternal life. So my prayer is that God would help you to see all these things. And each week as I share scripture with you, I just pray that it might help you to grow closer to God and to be able to enjoy this life better and the life to come, an eternal life. May God help you. And till next week, I'll see you again. May God bless you.
I'll tell you what, Chris. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I thought that was a great way to fill Ren's shoes.
Mm,
Um,
yeah, we got to have that in the beginning every week.
so
Not
you
that we're
guys,
kicking Ren out, but I'm just saying.
yeah, I agree totally. If Dad wasn't sick, anybody you that don't know, that's my dad. I know we don't even look alike. However, you know, he's sick and he tries his best to be part of this as much as he can. One of our goals in this was outdoors and God. So I'm grateful he filled Ren's shoes for us and helped us out. He's going to try to send us a video every week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And remember that none of this is possible. None of this. Not your life, not our life, not hunting, not fishing without God. So, amen. And thank you very much, Dad, for sharing. Chris,
I always missed having them. I always missed having them on. I understood we couldn't really do it with the guests and all. And when we did it, we had a wonderful series of guests, and I thank God for them. I'm just really glad he could come back and yeah, I miss hanging out with him. See that? You put my face up here and we start losing viewers. Can't do that. But what we're gonna do here is, you know what? Let's do it that way. You're gonna find. Listen, when I'm on here, you're gonna find that my brain goes like a squirrel, where it's gonna just jump around all over the place. But there's something I wanted to do for everybody. I think Ben just sent me a text that he has AIDS. But there's something I wanted to do for everybody. Because here we have gone hunting, and it's getting close to hunting season, right? We are usually selling them for $35. Okay, $35 a piece. Which, if you look out, modern board games are in the $50, $60, $70, $80 range. Look at the prices, man. It's crazy. But here's what we're going to do for everybody. We are going to revise listing. All right, see if you can follow along. And until the start of archery season on October 5th, we're taking this down from here to here. So we'll do 25 and we'll put 50 of them. And if we sell out or we get close to selling out, we have a few more we can add. But that's what we're going to do for everybody. And that is live revised. Hit done. And there it is. I'm going to take this, hit the old copy button. And I just want, it's because I want to get it out to everybody. And we do have not only do we have the expansion planned, but I have been working on it. It's actually the trapping and predator expansion. So we're going to get some really cool new weapons, new animals coming in. And you know, I haven't met anybody that didn't like it. Even the vegan that I met down in Georgia, she liked it. So all good. Now, I appreciate you hanging out with me while we did that, and we're gonna throw up Skip's. Skip sent us a nice video. It was pretty awesome. It's like 13 minutes long, but he sent it in here on how to tie these flies. Now again, you know, I'm not a fishing person, so I don't know nearly as much as these guys do about it. But I want to let you see Skip's showing you how to tie his favorite salmon fly.
Hey, Skippy here from Big Sexy Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in tonight on our podcast. I am not live tonight. I wish I could be live, but video is the best I can do for tonight. Okay, so it is getting close to salmon season, for me anyways. So a pretty common and simple fly if you want to tie your own flies. This is probably the most simplest fly there is to tie for salmon and steelhead during the spawn. So let me get my tweezers here. We're going to use Estaz in purple, Cyclops beads, 1/8 inch. They fit 16, 14, 12s, and 10s. And we are using Fulling mill. We're going to do it in a size 10 hook. Just makes it bigger on here. But 10 is the average size. I'll run 10s and 14s for salmon, sometimes 12s. But it all depends. Some people say, well, that's a pretty small hook for a salmon. What you got to understand, I have caught, you got to look at it in a perspective. I have caught beautiful brown trout, big brown trout, 18, 19 inches on a size 20 hook. So if you're comparing, so a size 20, I do not have one right here handy, but they are small. I probably do, but I don't feel like digging one up. Size 20 hook, they are very small for a very large fish. So a size 10 or 12 really isn't that small of a hook for a salmon. So let's get one tied here. Right here's our hook. This is a size 10 Fulling mill, hardened, and there's our Cyclops bead. So let's get that in a vise. Trying to straighten her out a little bit there. When you're using these nymphing or scud hooks, they do have a heck of a bend to them. So let's get it wrapped up here. That is 210. That is 210 wax denier thread right there. It is super strong, which helps make these flies last a little bit longer. Okay, Estaz, it's a directional kind of material. These right now, they're all like pointing down. So you want that towards the back of your hook. So everything is fanning that way. So we'll get this started in here. Get it on there. Very simple, good productive fly. Yes, I do have a rotary vise. I should just spin the vise. But with these hooks that are bent with shanks like that, really hard like that, it makes it hard. It ends up sending my thread back the other way. Cut her off. Whip finish. I will do these 2 sets of 4 on these. Just makes that a little tighter around that bead. And there you go. An Estaz fly for salmon. I hope you enjoyed my video on tying the Estaz. Right there. This is a really good pattern for salmon and steelhead. It's one of my go-tos along with the, do I have any? No, I do not. I have them all packed. I do not have any egg-sucking leeches available. I have them ready to be shipped out for a customer. So I do not have any available to show, but them are like my go-to flies for salmon is the egg-sucking leech. I'm going to get one out of the pack. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, these are orders going out probably this week. But this is an egg-sucking leech, which is a really good fly for salmon. It's made to replicate a leech with an egg in its face mouth, whatever, dragging it. So then fish go on defensive that it's on its nest, or taking eggs from the nest or whatever. So really productive fly. It is almost that time for me, salmon fishing. I know I think next weekend, me and Mike will be heading to Pine if the water cooperates. Hope it comes down enough. But I tie a lot of these Estas. These are for a customer right now, so I figure why not make a video of them. Here's one. I'll tie them with a pink top on or whatever. But yeah, that's one of my go-tos for salmon is the Estas, the egg sucking leech. Them are probably the two I use the most and have probably the most success with. But I'll probably be getting my fly rods out here for salmon here shortly and going over them, take them apart and give them a little bit of love, a little bit of oil in them, because nothing has been done to them since last September, October, around there. So, but yeah, I mean, there's really not a lot on my end. I just wanted to come on and tie a quick Estaz pattern for you. If you want any, you can, send a message through Big Sexy Outdoors. They will get back to me, and I will more than gladly tie some up for you. They're a reasonably cheap fly. I think I charge 75 cents a piece, because there's really nothing to them. The most expensive thing there is the hook. The bead is nothing. The Estaz is nothing. It's mostly the hook and my time. So if you break it down, it's like a quarter for my time, a quarter for the hook, and a quarter for the bead and the Estaz combined. So I'm making a quarter a fly. So, but yeah, if you would like any or any other salmon flies, just come on Big Sexy Outdoors and send a message to somebody through there. We'll more than gladly take care of you. But fishing season is winding down for a lot of people. It's starting to be like prime season for me, because the water temps are going to start dropping here again, which is nice. I mean, 2 weeks ago, me and Mike were out fishing pens and had really good luck. The water temp really was good. So, yep. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Me and Mike had some really good weather 2 weeks ago on pens. I did really well. But I am starting to tie. Oh, here they are. I started them. These are my practice. These are my prototypes. Now, that 2 weeks ago, me and Mike were fishing. I got a fly off him called a double trouble, and I really never used one. So he gave me one, and I caught 3 beautiful browns on that one fly. So I started tying them myself. But there is a double trouble. This one here is, I forget what I tied it with. Yes, this is Semperfli's Dirty Bug Yarn. That's on here. You're supposed to, the way the guys who invented the fly, they tie a cape across the back up over the legs. I tried one, but my cape material is a little too wide to do it. So it kind of takes over the leg part. There's the bottom, but that's from the top. The cape it comes over it too much, because my cape material is really wide. It's used for other flies. So, but I am starting to tie them. I really like the one in the Dirty Bug Yarn. I just think it looks kind of really neat. I don't know how well it shows up on there, but yeah, that's my variation of the double trouble. So I just started tying them. It'll be a little bit while before they are on the menu of a regular tie for me. They are a little difficult to tie. Just them little legs. Where is a pack of them? Right here. These, I got the small legs because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to try and tie. But even the company that makes these, that ties this fly, I watched a couple of their videos. It is a 3-legged segment, but they cut the last section of legs. They cut that section of legs off of them after they tie them, so it only ends up to be a 2-segment of legs, 4 legs. But trying to get these tied onto a fly, these are the small, so they are a little difficult because they're so squishy, and just holding them, you can't even really feel it in your finger, whatever the material is made out of. But yeah, so I start tying them. But I bought, I don't know, I think I bought 100 legs. I have them in the stock up there somewhere, but I figured I'd come on and promote the Big Sexy Outdoors take of the Double Trouble. So we'll probably have to rename it because they probably have a patent on that name, Double Trouble. So we'll figure something out for it. We always do. Until next time, I hope I was as informative as what I can. And hope you enjoyed the tying of the Aztaz. And if you want any, shout out to Big Sexy Outdoors, and we'll try and hook you up with some here. Now, come the end of September, I stopped tying for a little bit, just because of my son's swim and stuff like that. But we will get back to you, and I'll get you something tied. I'm out of here. Enjoy your night.
There we are.
All right, so that's Skippy. As you guys see, that's his Double Trouble, and he's tying his own version of the Double Trouble that she's going to rename.
That dude is passionate about these flies, man, and it comes through. It comes through. I don't do any of this, but yeah, you could see that this is what he loves doing.
I have to agree with you, Chris. This man breathes, eats, drinks, probably poops, flies.
That must hurt.
This guy lives for it. So it's a small segment of our show that it just shares his passion. And, as a team of Big Sexy Outdoors, we want to get all our passions involved. Mm-hmm. So I always enjoy having Skip on. I absolutely enjoy watching his love of what he does. And when I tell you love, come stand in the creek with the guy. It won't take but a second. I am working on having a special guest join us.
Good.
Out of nowhere, he's going to pop in. So he'll be on for a 5-minute segment, but just kind of do his own little thing. He wants to show you guys top 5 archery tips, archery preparation tips. We were in the back screen. I was handling that a little bit. So something else to look forward to. Now,
well, before he gets here, because this has bad words.
He won't be on tonight.
Okay, good. And yeah, this is a bad word one, and we're going to end with the humor segment. And I found this one, and I just thought it was hilarious because this actually happened to me a couple times.
Bad word one? Oh, no.
You can't show that to anybody. Can't show that. That was a bad fuck up, and I am a professional. You need to... I can't let anybody see that. I need to regroup. You can't show that to anybody.
I'll only let it play that once. Yeah. I've had that happen a couple of times where, and I know you've had it too with the rabbit hunts. I've seen them, but where we're going along and we're so sure that we're gonna make this shot, and it just goes crazy wild because we jump it, and I know we do. We get excited with the filming, we get crazy with it, and then we just jump it. You were there. You helped me look. I missed that one at 7 yards tops out in Blackwood.
You mean the one you could have spared?
I could have licked its lips.
But yeah, it was pretty close.
And then there was the one that was 20-ish.
We looked for her too. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, and it was so. Yes, believe me, I've done this. I think we all do it. Which is why I found that one so dang funny.
On the funny video, I have to tell you that, and I'm laughing because I could go back to a rabbit hunt I had where everybody's down in the deep stuff, and they put me on the field edge where it's wide open. Okay, I would need to point out it's wide open. I have a video somewhere, and this rabbit comes sneaking out of the field edge, and literally comes hopping one by one right to me. Now, what do? I jumped the gun and take a 60-yard shot.
Oh no!
Yeah, I did. So I fire one shot. Second shot, it's at about 30 yards. And the third shot is probably 10 yards. Now I missed every shot. So, yeah, I really can't judge anybody on that. However, I've been there, I guess is the point of that.
Yeah.
And I know we're kind of out of order and out of whack, but, sometimes things just fall in.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not forget part of our show that turns into photo video of the week.
Yep, and I was saving that intro for last. But before we do it, if you don't mind, I know you're pretty busy with the packing and the moving. But I just wanted to tell this other one where, do you remember Smiley?
Yeah.
Smiley was Pap's Beagle.
Yep.
And because it always looked like it was smiling, but
It
was such a special dog. But it could chase a rabbit like nobody's business. Yeah. And sure enough, it was running, like you said, about 50 something yards out. And Pap could shoot the freaking ticks off of a rabbit running at 100 yards.
Yeah, off the rabbit's tail.
Yeah, he's telling me shoot this thing. So I tried, of course, and I missed. And he laughed the whole time because he knew I wasn't going to hit it at that. But he told me to shoot, so I did. But then when Smiley brought it back around, we ended up getting it. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Smiley was a good dog.
He was.
When it came to rabbit hunt, you couldn't stop him. When it came to everything else, he was dumber than rocks.
Oh my God, that dog was so stupid. But yeah,
I could name 3 times I left that dog in the woods and left because he wouldn't come back. And I'd drive back an hour later, he'd be sitting by the parking lot going,
yeah.
Hey, you know what I just did that? Guess what I just did? And I'd be like, get in the car.
Yeah, no, he was good when he was on a rabbit, but any other time, Smiley was about half worthless.
Oh, he was awesome. I mean, I loved the dog to death. I mean, he was such a hard worker and stuff. But so it was cool. But like anything else, all good things come to an end in this life, in this world, which stinks.
That sucked. Yeah.
You know what doesn't come to that?
What's that?
Photos and videos.
Photos and videos, because they stay forever, just like.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So, guys,
like
photo videos of the week were sent in by Jack Schaefer. His videos are on the Susquehanna River. And his message to me said, I am on muskie number 5. So he sent us in pictures, said he is murdering the muskies. I don't know if you guys seen the little secret there. He didn't realize he sent a secret of that little crankbait he's using.
Dun, 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 dun.
Looks like a 2-piece crankbait.
Yep, yellow and black.
Almost looks like a catfish color. Huh. I didn't tell anybody that.
Now, you're much better at this than I am. Can you educated guess the length of that?
I'm gonna say it's in the 30s, somewhere in the upper 30s.
I was guessing that because of the size of the tackle box.
I'm looking at the size of the net, saying it could be even less than. It could be somewhere in the low 30s, but it's in the 30s, I would bet. See, now that there, when you see the net picked up, you can tell that's a little bigger, but that's still probably only in the 30s.
Hey, doing a good job. I give him that.
But I want to tell you, when you're fighting fish like that, look at that, just in the water like that's awesome.
Yeah.
So when you're fighting fish like that, what else can you say?
Yeah. Now, can you?
He told me he was catching. No, Can only so bow fishing, you can only bow fish junk fish.
Okay.
So junk, what I would call junk fish. I don't think they're junk fish, but that's what basically the word.
Yeah,
calls.
yeah.
So speaking of bow fishing,
Jeez.
upcoming video. Yeah, see now there's a monster.
Jeez.
So speaking of bow fishing, upcoming video will be August 24th. I am going with Corey Brosman Brothers. My bow fishing trip was rescheduled, so I will be out there.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. They got 5 inches of rain on the original day, and they rescheduled my trip. So
well, that's
I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm excited to go out and check that out.
To be honest with you, it's good they did that because some places will actually say, sorry, we said rain or shine. And then they would say, just keep the money.
It was actually their idea. They said, if you drive down here, it'll be a waste of your time. We'll reschedule.
That's awesome of them.
Yeah,
hey, for something like that, I'd promote that. That's a darn good thing they did.
Well, I don't know if anybody knows who Corey Brosman is, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to put out there. So Corey, if you catch this video, I literally only booked this trip to meet you. When they called, they had an opening. I was like, bow fishing's awesome, but I don't know if it's worth me going, taking that out of my day. I got too much going on in life right now. With my daughter going to college and getting surgery, and I'm moving and just 100 things. However, when I heard Corey Brosman Brothers was on this, I was like, all right, I'm going. So I'm excited for that. Super excited for that. Corey's a pretty cool dude. I watch him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. So I'm excited to meet him.
Yeah, I know the only kind of, because I've made it very clear I don't like fishing. It's not my thing. It's not like I hate people that do it or anything, because I don't get to. Because obviously I made that trout video, right? But the fishing that I actually like is deep sea. Like I like to go for something that just big.
I'm hoping this video turns into bigger, Chris, because not only is this deep sea, which it's not deep sea, it's sea. It's not deep sea because you're shooting with a bow, but you're going to have, hopefully we put a couple stingrays in the boat, and then we're going to have a catch and cook on top of it all.
Well, here's the thing. If we do that, I'm going to need you there for this one, because even though we got like 10 more views on this one in the last hour.
I told you, that one keeps getting views.
Yeah, even though somebody hated my ability to butcher, which hey, I admit it's horrible. Okay, I admit it. I'm not prideful. So I'm going to need your help in butchering these stingrays when you get them.
We'll get her flayed up. It'll be fun. I watched a couple videos. I think we can handle it. You only eat the wings.
I watched that too. Yep.
And they say it almost tastes like steak, so I'm excited.
You got the back. Then you got this one was amazing. I'm sorry. Look, I already told the people I ramble, and if you're not used to it by now, you know where it's at.
Yeah, I apologize. I was having health problems for a second.
10K views on the minnow trap. I remember using them when we were younger, throwing them in the creeks and just letting them sit. Yep.
Yeah, 10,000 views. Nick put that in the water for 5 minutes with a piece of bread. He said, I have to see this works.
Yep. Sure enough, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Sorry. See, I get distracted.
No distraction. We're talking hunting and fishing. There's zero distraction hunting and fishing. You know what I mean? But I guess we're going to call it a day, because that's the end of our segments. But I had fun. I don't know if you did. Absolutely. I'm going to end it with this, Chris. So jump in here and help me out. Guys, send us your videos. Send us something funny you watched out in the outdoors. Send us something funny you did in the outdoors. So, I don't care. So send us your funny videos. Again, Jack Schaefer, thank you very much for your pictures of your muskie. Please send us your photo video of the week. We want to show it off. You don't have to give us a dead location. Like Jack said, Susquehanna River. Well, the Susquehanna River is huge. So that could be just about anywhere. I mean, we're proud of what we do and what our guys do, but we're also proud of what you guys do, and we want to show it off. Absolutely, Chris. That was great. That was really great. That is the truth. We love that our viewers get involved. So don't forget to send us your picture video. Anybody that's watching and missed, jump on, check out Jack's stuff. Jack Schaefer's, like I said, sending his muskie pictures. I hope you enjoyed having Pastor Barry on tonight, my dad.
Yeah.
We are a hunting fishing channel, but we are also God-fearing men. We say dumb stuff and we joke around, but at the end of the day, we believe in Jesus, and that's what it is. So I hope you enjoyed having him on. I hope you enjoyed Mike again, and I hope you enjoyed Skip. And again, we're accepting sponsorship. So if you see on this logo, if you would like your logo on our screen, contact us and we will work something out. So we'd like to see this whole screen filled with other people's logos. That's our goal to the end of the year.
Yep.
So contact the BSO member, and that's all I got, man. God bless. Have a great day.
We'll see you next time.
And we're out. We'll see you Monday.